Welcome back to another episode of Marc and Pete. Definitely episode 9. No reason to argue that. Right, Pete?
Might be 8.
Pretty sure it's 9. Pretty sure it's 9. Rico's in the house.
Thank you for having me.
Mr. Kansas City himself.
Not Mr. Kansas City, just Rico.
Mr.
I just happen to
Kansas
live in
City.
Kansas City.
I'm so glad we have Mr. Kansas City here on our show to talk to us.
Mr. Kansas City the second, you guys being the first.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm just an outsider. I still feel like a fish out of water. I'm a Californian, but hey, so you're not, as you were explaining earlier, how you didn't want us to introduce you as Mr. Kansas City. You're from...
But you did. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I did. So fuck with you. You're from Chicago, right?
Chicago,
Were you
Illinois.
born in Chicago?
No, I was born in the south suburbs of Chicago. 20 minutes. I think it was
Sounds like a yes to me.
Timed it out one time. It was 20 minutes from our front door that I lived at, grew up in. 20 minutes to get to Sox Park. Sox fan, not the Cubs.
Are there two baseball teams in
There is.
Chicago?
There is. Southsiders and the Northsiders.
Are they rival?
Oh, there's crosstown rivals. Yeah, it's a big deal. Like, growing up in the house, you had your basketball season. Everybody's having a good time. Football season, everybody's having a good time. Baseball, there's the tides part.
Yeah. Interesting.
Cubs and Sox.
Is that way with football in the San Francisco Bay Area? Because we had the Oakland Raiders. They're now in Vegas, but and then the 49ers. And I guess they were not allowed. They couldn't play each other because it was so heated. Is that?
I can see that.
Yeah.
Oakland is known for some pretty vicious fans, right?
Yeah, Raiders fans.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like bottom of the barrel.
They're weird. They'll like buy a big black
Yeah.
SUV and then put the big Raiders decal on
The
it.
flag flying behind it.
I've seen those. They are proud.
Which is weird because they're a terrible team, right? As the Raiders, have they ever won the Super Bowl?
They're not like the worst.
They seem pretty bad. So is the 49ers, also pretty bad.
They
Oh, I
did
guess
lose.
they did make it to the Super Bowl in 2019. They were beat by some backwoods hillbilly team. I don't know what the name of them was. Yeah. It was the Chiefs. It was the Kansas City Chiefs. Remember when they famously won the Super Bowl in 2019? People still won't shut up about it. I can look
Yes,
out my
yes.
window now and it says City of Champions because we won the
It's a big deal. Patrick Mahomes is a machine. It's like watching a video game live. I mean, he just like does these things where he stops on a dime, turns, throws it with his left hand. It's like,
He's the
how did you get away with that?
He's the highest paid
Makes it
football
happen.
player, right? Now, since that $10 million, is it a $10 million deal?
He does work. He goes in there. He does work.
Sounds low.
He's good. I hear his brother's a real asshole. Have you heard that? He's like a big TikToker or something.
Unfortunately, yeah, he's made himself some pretty big news
What's his name?
appearance. I
What's
don't
his name?
know, but I know that he's created some stink.
He's Patrick Mahomes' brother. I know SOT across the street. Do you ever go to that place? SOT?
I've never been there. No.
It's a great little cocktail bar.
Okay.
But they kicked him out, and then it was like a back and forth spat. Like there was an article about it on E-Bombs World,
E-Bombs
top tier publication.
E-Bombs World is still going.
Fuck yeah,
Going strong. I love that site.
They've got a good Instagram account.
They have good sound. What is it?
Soundboards.
Soundboards.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to mess around with those a long time ago. Loved it.
Yeah, soundboard. Like what, for like prank phone
E-Bombs.
calls and stuff like that.
Yeah, they would do everything. They did the Samuel Jackson, Homer Simpson, all that fun stuff.
Does he look like a bitch? No.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, did you ever do that?
I'm Detective John Carter.
To the chopper.
Yeah. You ever do prank phone calls? Yeah, when you were young. I guess you could still do them now. Huh?
I did. I think I did. There was that time in junior high where you just, hey, let's do it, and you did it with your buddies, but it was never a big deal. But Jerky Boys was what you would try to mirror.
Jerky Boys?
Yes.
Yeah, they were famous. They had like CDs. They
My
had like
tooth.
Oh, Crank
CDs
Yankers
of
was
Crank
Yankers
on
phone calls.
Comedy Central. Yeah.
So you're telling me you don't know the Jerky Boys? They did a
No, I
whole
don't
movie
know
and
the
everything
Jerky Boys.
on it.
No, I don't know. If you like.
Oh,
I mean, I've seen a movie called Jerky Boys, but I don't think it's what you're talking about.
it is. It is. Those guys started with prank calls.
Kansas City.
Kansas City football.
Rico, what's the best barbecue here in town?
Oh my gosh. So I'm not originally from here. We are spoiled if you're living in Kansas City when it comes to barbecue. There are so many wonderful places to go to. I've gotten to the point where I go to certain places to get certain type of barbecue. So, I mean, do you like your sauce on the meat? Do you like the dry rub?
What's your
Ribs.
favorite thing to get? Are you a rib guy?
I'm a rib guy for sure. Yeah, ribs, and then the pulled pork.
Well, I think so. Ribs are what Kansas City does best, right? Wouldn't you say? Ribs, burnt ends, maybe.
Burn ends, ribs, yeah, for sure.
But I feel like, hate to say it, sitting here in Kansas City, but Texas is they've got the corner on the brisket, right? And Texas does the brisket a little.
Strong
better.
competition with Texas barbecue,
Yeah.
but Kansas City is number one.
Yeah. Well, definitely in ribs, So okay, so
But
if you want a
go
rib.
to South Carolina too, you go to the south, like Southwest.
Oh, sure.
And they got a whole different type of. They had the mustard style barbecue sauce. It was like a yellow sauce,
Sounds good.
and it's a different type, but Kansas City's still number one.
I haven't been. Very little barbecue in California. Shocking, because there's a lot of cuisine, I don't know. It seems like it's a very foodie place, but
Yeah, I love spending $100 for 2 bites of food, but it looks really nice on the plate.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
like an piece of art. Can I eat this, or can I take a bite? I don't want to ruin this.
Okay, but so for ribs then, where are the best ribs?
2 places I love ribs is LC's
Oh, I haven't been.
and BB's Lawnside.
Never even heard of them.
Oh my gosh.
LC's is a classic. I see that come up a lot.
BB's is the whole. You take in the whole package. Saturdays they do a live band. Blues
Oh
band.
yeah.
And it's a really cool environment.
Where is it? Where's BB's?
It's way down. You'd want to take what is it? Troost, and it's right there tucked away in the woods. There's like a little wooded area.
In the woods?
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool little spot. I guess the place I was told started off like literally like a shed, and then they just kind of added on from there, and they built this really neat patio. You go in there, and there's just like billboards of blues bands that have been there, and all this cool Kansas City nostalgia. It's a really cool little area, but man, they do it right. They do it right. They have good barbecue there. If you've never been, I would say that's probably my favorite place to eat barbecue in Kansas City.
Yeah, BB's, huh?
BB's Lawnside. Yeah.
BB's. All right, well, check it out. Oh, what's your
Yeah.
favorite, Pete?
Me, I like a little kind of off the map place too. It's called Woodyard.
Okay. Yeah.
It's around Roland Park area, but it's a similar sounding kind of thing where like it started out as just kind of a shack, and then they just kept building onto it.
They make good food.
It's a great restaurant. It's like full of smoke all the time.
Yes.
They're smoking meats, but
in the meats.
the triple P sandwich there was just life changing.
The triple P.
Yeah.
Was that something you ordered? For obvious reasons.
Well, it sounded cool.
Exactly. The P. Gotcha.
Yeah.
P for Pete.
But it's like pulled pork, provolone, and bacon.
That's not a pea.
Pork.
That sounds delicious, though. I love provolone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that place once. Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, it was good.
I wouldn't describe it as life changing. Mine is Jazzy Bees. You ever been to Jazzy Bees in Lee Summit? It's kind of off the map.
I've heard of it. I have not been to Jazzy
It's
Bees.
in it's a weird part. It's Colburn Road. It's like kind of getting into more like Blue Springs, Grain Valley. I used to go there a lot when I lived out there, but super good. It's got a retired cop started it.
No, he was like a football player.
No, There's a picture of him on the wall in his police uniform.
I
Isn't
swear he was a quarterback.
there? Agree to disagree.
Possibly.
Real good.
I'm out of this. I don't know anything about that.
Real
Yeah,
good meats.
This
There's
retired sports player started a barbecue joint.
Pretty sure he was a cop. I know him better than his name's Brandon.
He said his name. Actually, he said his name's Brandon, so he knows.
I've got his name. Yeah. What is that? Anyway, good guy.
Good barbecue.
Good barbecue. Some of the best burnt ends. When I lived out there, there was another place called Porky's.
That's a great name, by the way.
Great name, right? And they were only open on the weekends, so I kept missing them. And I'm like, there was kind of like a build-up. There was a lot of fanfare of like, when am I going to get to try this Porky's place? And then I finally tried it. It was fucking trash. The worst burnt ends I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Jack Stack, which is like the A1
Yeah.
big Kansas City barbecue place
It's not the one in Lee's Summit is much better than the one here
downtown.
Yeah, the one down here kind of sucks. The place.
I'm with you on the Jack Stack thing. I love Jack Stack. I will go there. Out of towners, family comes in. That's what they want to have. I'll take them there. Or Q39. I love Q39 too.
Q39 is
If
great.
you ever get it catered, they used to have it on the menu with the smoked turkey. Now that, if you ever get a chance, that's some delicious stuff.
Yeah,
Delicious.
yeah.
Usually when you cater barbecue, you'll see the smoked turkey on the menu. But I'm always a big fan of smoked turkey if I see it on the menu, or take advantage of that because everybody's got their own way of doing it with their smoking.
Shit, I love a smoked turkey.
I like everything
It's a
that you.
different taste for sure.
So one of the things with barbecue, which I didn't expect when I moved out here, because I any barbecue places in California, it's going to be like a cloth napkin sort of place,
Sure.
which is not the case out here. A lot of them are like attached to gas stations, and it's very much like fast food,
Mm-hmm.
which means a lot of them you can't like order a beer. You can't have a beer with your meal, which is a bit of a deal breaker.
You're there for the barbecue.
The barbecue's so much better with a beer, isn't it?
It's so filling. I don't know. I don't
I
know if
will
I can be
pause on
drinking
the
a
beer.
beer
I would pause on any drinking
while
when I'm
eating
going-
barbecue.
When I know that I'm going to put on the meat sweats,
Yeah.
I kind of hold back on the beverages,
Do you?
and I indulge on the meat, and I do my thing.
I like them
Try.
together.
And I'm a platter guy. I'm like, you got a good party, 5 people, 4 people. Like, don't order items each. I mean, you can't.
Oh, you go
Don't be
family
wrong.
style?
Family style all the time. And you want to taste everything, right?
Yeah, I guess
Family
you do.
style. Order some sides. Everybody, grab your plate. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's the way I think the barbecue should be done.
Yeah, I usually don't go with a sandwich. I like to get just the plate. Maybe there's some fries, some ribs, some burnt ends,
Brisket.
I gotta say, I have not found a brisket that I love in Kansas City, and I've had some.
Arthur
fantastic
Bryant's has
ones.
good brisket.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm picky. Here I am picky again. Arthur Bryant has good brisket. You know who else has really good brisket? It's a brand new place in Liberty. Oh my gosh, they use a dry. They don't use any sauce. It's all dry rub, and this place is
Oh.
amazing.
I love a dry rub.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I take a trip out of. I take I take a trip out of Kansas City and take my family up north to Liberty on occasion. I mean, this is the place that we talk barbecue. My wife loves it. My daughter loves it. I love it. Is our destination spots is BB's, and I cannot. I'm drawing a brain fart, but it's in Liberty. It's got a brewery inside of it as well.
Oh, there you go.
I might have you Google this right now because I'm literally stuck.
give it a Google.
Just look.
Liberty MO.
But if you have not been, anyone who's listening, definitely, if you're in Kansas City, go to Liberty and do yourself a favor and try this place out. It's amazing. And every Saturday they got like a guy on the patio playing acoustic guitar.
Is it Jousting Pigs?
Yes. No, that's Liberty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jousting Pigs. That's it.
There's also Dickie's Barbecue Pit.
Nope, it's Jousting Pigs.
It's a cool name too.
Great place. Get a T-shirt. I have one. That's- I have a big deal about getting T-shirts from barbecue places. If it's there, I'm gonna get one.
What's
Damn,
that
yeah, that
famous
looks
T-shirt?
good.
The one that everyone has because of Ted Lasso.
Oh, Arthur Bryant.
Arthur Bryant, Joseph Gates, or something like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was like a fake riff on KC BBQ. They made this T-shirt for the show.
Yeah.
Now, like everyone's wearing it.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's like a mix up
Gates
of
has
the
good
names,
potato
right?
salad.
Yeah.
The Gates has good barbecue, but they have good sauce.
Gates. Gates is a weird experience, though. You know, you go in and they just yell their script at you, you know?
That's it. Joe Arthur Gates stack.
Yeah.
So we catered. I'm scared to say this right now. We catered in Gates in our office. $700 worth of barbecue for like 10 people. It was huge. Platters brought out to my car, right?
Yeah.
As the guy's helping me, because I'll bring it out to your car and put it in there for you. The guy who's helping me, he's like, "Man, you guys are gonna feast." And then he says, he says, "But my favorite is LC's." Don't tell anyone I said that. I just started laughing. I was like, I hear.
Yeah,
you, man.
people
I
are
love-
very
I love
opinionated.
LCs. They
People,
are.
I mean, it's you run into it.
I love hearing that though. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's funny.
it's like you see like I do, but you know, there's time and a place for everything, and people have their own flavors of zang and taste, and you know, we're fortunate to have all of these options, you know, around us because there's so many
Yeah.
other places around here, and you can
Yeah.
buy wood chips. There's that place, or is it? There's a place that's if you take Southwest Boulevard all the way down, right before you hit 35, you have the option to
Woodyard.
take the Woodyard.
Woodyard
Yeah, it's
sells
in that
wood.
little. Yeah, it's in that little corner there.
Yeah.
It's right by the rock, or where they sell the rocks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's a
Rocks.
good. That's the place you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That is amazing. Like you go there, they have really good selection of like cherry wood, walnut, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started smoking
Yeah.
like 2 years ago, and it's that's the spot that I will go to and buy chips.
Yeah? You do some, what do you do ribs or what?
Ribs, cheese, bacon, anything. I mean,
Cheese.
it's crazy because once you start smoke, I have a five tier smoker.
Yeah.
It's manual. It's not one of those like Traeger things where you just set
Sure,
the timer
yeah,
and
yeah,
go,
yeah.
which is fine. Those are great. I kind of like the TLC and being involved. Like when I do my ribs, it takes 2 days.
Wow.
2 days to make my ribs,
Wow.
and I have my own little way of doing it. And that was just watching shows, how these guys are doing what they're doing, and you know, you kind of just take all that information and do it however you want to do. And that's kind of how I'm in the kitchen. I just, hey, I'm gonna try this and try that. But
Yeah.
you cherry wood and all kinds of stuff. You got to soak the wood for an hour, get them nice and wet so they sit. Check the
Yeah.
coals every 4 hours, 5 hours. Set your timer.
I've always wanted to try it. It's one thing with, you know, living in an apartment building. We can't really smoke, can we?
I wish I had a grill.
Yeah.
Deeply, truly.
Throw one up on the roof, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah.
What are these guys doing out here? They've been out here for 10 hours. They're smoking.
That's the one thing about there's the Atlas apartments over there, you know, and they have balconies. What do you think of Zarda's? I used to go to Zarda's all the time because there was one in Blue Springs, and then there was one right by my work when I worked at Overland Park, and I would go there all the time. And then I mentioned it. Remember Brad, the boot camp instructor?
Oh, Ike
Ike.
Eichenberg.
Yeah,
He just played at Power and Light for 2 weeks ago.
he's a competitive barbecue. You still in touch with him?
I did not know that. Yes, I am.
No, you remember that one time he said he had won. He had gone to a barbecue competition, him and his dad or something. And they
That's
won.
cool. I don't remember that conversation, but yeah.
But I told him, I was like, oh yeah, I just had Zarda's for lunch. And he's like, oh, that's the most basic vanilla barbecue. I think it's fine. I think it's great.
They got good French fries.
Never been there.
Yeah, good fries. Always a bunch of old people in there. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
They must have like an early bird special or something. A lot of good barbecue.
There's way better barbecue spots around here. And there's some on Southwest Boulevard, Traffic Way. right across from Sonic, taking the same way to Woodyard. It's right there on the west part of the road. It's by itself. It's another barbecue spot there. They have really good ribs. They actually really have good barbecue there. Ribs is another spot that has really good ribs.
Your Plowboys is closing down?
No.
You know Plowboys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I saw the headline. Maybe scanned the article. I don't know with all the details. I'm pretty sure they're closing all their locations.
Oh, unfortunate.
No. Well, the cost of meats it's going up, right? Some supply chain issues, maybe.
So if you had to pick a meat to barbecue, what would your meat be?
Brisket. 4 pounds, 4.5 pounds.
Beef brisket.
Beef. Yep. Maybe 6 hours, 6-7 hours on the 8 hours.
Nice. That
on the
seems
smoker.
pretty skilled. I like pork ribs.
Oh, pork ribs are great.
Yeah, more economical because the thing with a brisket, right? The whole brisket is like what, $100 or something?
It depends. I mean, meat prices. You can get yourself. I don't know.
Yeah, probably more
4.5
now.
pounds, 4.5 pounds, 3.5 pound brisket. Run you, I don't know, maybe 60, 70 bucks, $80.
Yeah, pretty steep,
Right around there. Yeah.
You don't want to fuck it up.
No, you don't. That's a crying. at that point.
Yeah.
Tears will
Yeah,
fall.
especially like so much time spent on it. Yeah. But,
Yeah, you want to prep it. You want to get your seasoning on there. You want to wrap it.
where
Sit in the fridge for a little bit.
so where do you buy a brisket?
Any meat shop. I mean,
Yeah.
you can go anywhere. Costco has really good brisket.
I've heard Costco's good for brisket. Quality of meat really matters. I've always gotten like steaks at grocery stores,
Mhm.
and I try and make them, and they never come out that good. But now I go to Anton's. You ever go to Anton's?
Oh yeah, Anti-Jack.
They got a little butcher shop.
I did not know that they have a butcher shop.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't really like it. They don't cook their meat that well, but they have really great meat. Yeah, I've gotten a steak there, and they like cooked it into a shoe. But you go there and buy the ribeye. Oh my god, the bone out ribeye. So good, so good. I throw it on the cast iron, sear it up there, put it in the oven for like 10 minutes. So it's so much better than anything I've ever gotten.
I'm actually going to check that out. I did not know that. Anton's, they also have like in their basement, they grow their vegetables and stuff too, don't they?
Yeah, they've got like fish down there.
They go-
They're
yeah.
doing all kinds of weird shit in the basement.
That's awesome. I went to a really cool place in Chicago. It was pricey, but it's no longer there. It was called Moto, and it was like a science project on the foods.
Yeah.
But they did everything in their basement. They were distilling whiskey in 24 hours on a machine that they engineered themselves.
Really?
Wow.
It was a pretty neat experience. Greg, I think his name is Farina, was the chef, and me and my wife actually got to meet him, and it was our 4-year anniversary. He ended up passing away the following year. It was really sad because we're going to make that part of our ritual to go there because it was such a neat experience. It was the kind of thing where they like one of the dishes. It was like 7 courses, 8 courses, and one of the meals was literally called a beach, and they poured like a brown sugar powdered with pepper and salt like on the table, and then they carved pieces of fish that looked like shells. Rocks.
Oh,
And we
wow.
ate it off the table. They come there and they clean it off, and then the next one was like a tiered soup, but it was crazy because the soup at the bottom was piping hot, and it was going through these tiers of like a screen where it was cooking all the other foods above
What?
it, and so you sit there and you watch it, and then you eat one level at a time. But it's pretty neat. When we
That
went into the
sounds
kitchen, and
insane.
they had a whole periodic table on the wall. It was all hid like in like LED lights. It was a pretty fancy little spot.
It's not there anymore?
You know what? I have not seen if it's there or not. I know there's another chef there that shadowed him, but they would pair all the meals with certain drinks and stuff like that you can do. But I have to look into that, see if it's still there. Because if it is, I will definitely try it again. It's a wonderful place. Like, but this was years ago.
I would want to try it. What do you think?
Sounds
Is,
amazing.
so there's
It's
that
really cool.
place, and would you say that was if it's still there, maybe the best? Would you call that fine dining? You know,
I would say the best. I've had some
multi-course.
really great fine dining before. But as far as experience and that wow factor, Moto was a really neat place to go.
Yeah.
Because the menu changed. Like our menus was a laser and scripted like thin piece of wood that we still have. We kept it, and they made our names. Welcome Rico and KC on your blah 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 anniversary.
Oh wow!
Your first course is, and it goes all the way down. It tells you what you paired with. But it was like a neat little offering. When you sat down, you knew exactly what you're doing. And it's the kind of place where when I did set the reservation, it was like months in advance. I had to tell them like food allergies, what we like. Like there's a questionnaire that I had to fill out and give them, and then they just based that whole meal off of what we liked.
Wow!
So it was very interesting. But I've never seen anything like it, and it was an amazing time.
Sounds incredible.
Everything was edible. Like they had the dessert was like a fire.
Let's see if they're still around.
It was logs, but the logs were like sugar logs, and so it was on fire on your table.
Yeah.
And then they made skewers that were made out of some kind of like graham cracker skewer, and then they made their own marshmallows. They put the marshmallows on that, and you sat there and you ate. You had 2 of them each. It was the coolest thing.
Damn.
I won't tell you how much I paid for that either.
What do you say it was called? Moto?
Moto, M-O-T-O.
Oh, Moto.
Yeah, my wife had no idea. And when we pulled up there, there's like 10 tables in there.
Yeah.
Moto Grill?
Moto.
Moto?
Moto
MOTO.
Science Restaurant. I don't know. Oh yeah, they did this other thing too. They had this they grew their own plants and stuff in the basement in
This in Chicago?
Chicago, yeah.
Looks like they closed in 2016.
Yeah, it was right after our anniversary. It was a year after our 4-year, yeah.
Oh, it was in Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Rico. We're talking about Kansas City food.
I know. I was just I totally went off the rails there. So we'll come back to Kansas City. Novel.
Yes,
Novel, great.
yeah.
Love Novel. It's fun going to even, what is it? The Smith. What's his name? It's right. They have the place next to it. The Olive. It's right. It's right around the corner.
Michael Smith.
Smith's restaurant. That's another really good restaurant.
I've never been to that. Is it good? It's
He's got
Italian food, right?
Extra virgin?
No, he's just
been
like
there.
your modern.
Extra virgins, like they're down, less formal version.
Less formal, more of a bar, but that's a
And
great
then-
place to go for like happy hours, or just go there for a date night and
Wow.
have some of their like their appetizers are
I
amazing.
can't imagine it's
Amazing.
any less formal because it felt pretty formal.
It's
know,
it's more.
good
white
food, though.
White tablecloths and
Yeah,
I went there. I had their duck tacos one time, but I haven't been to. Is
Tannin
tapas.
right here around the corner, right here, actually
Yeah.
like a block away.
Tannen's good.
Tannen's
It's-
okay.
It's a
Tannen's good.
nice hunt, but it's their food is not.
the burger is the best thing on the menu.
Yeah, they try to, but they don't have. I don't know. I got some octopus once that was fucking horrible. They had like dehydrated the thing. It was so overcooked.
Interesting.
Yeah, for probably a $30 plate of octopus.
No, I love. I am a foodie, I guess, but I love diving into these chefs when they go into these creations of theirs, and they make these amazing meals. Like, it can go as little as shaving, sweet potato with some cayenne pepper, put it in some truffle oil, get them nice and crispy, and topping it on top of, a dish. It's
Yeah.
like, whoa, what made you think of this sweet, hot, crunchy thing on top of this wonderful piece of meat, a steak or whatever?
I feel like novel is really good for that sort of thing. Like if you want that sort of thing, I would always recommend novel. Kind of more small plates, but you order a bunch of them, or do like a three or 5 course thing. Have you been to a fair?
I have not been to a fair.
Oh, you got to try it. It's a German place.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like German food.
So good though. More simple, but very elevated. Their duck breast is absolutely incredible, and they're good people. The first time I ever went there, the owner was our server, and she was super cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Give us all these German wines to try. German wines, or you wouldn't think because it's so cold there, but they make some really great Pinot Noirs. You a big wine guy?
I am. I love wine. I'm a noir guy, but what is it? That a German toast wine. My friend's dad used to make. He called it glug,
Yeah.
and it was something that he always had when we were growing up, and we were in high school. Like he would give us this. He's like, "Yeah, you guys aren't 21, but it's a cool dad." Yeah. And the glug was a thing, and he had cases of it, and we would sit there and just take advantage.
Yeah.
Of the glug on New Year's Eve at my buddy's house. It was really awesome.
Yeah, I like a Riesling.
Yeah, this is some good German. Gewürztraminer is kind of the real popular German one. Some of them are kind of sweet, but you can get a nice dry one. Yeah, really good Pinot Von Winter. Really great Pinot. You can get it. Yeah, go to a fair next time you got a date night. A fair is super, and it's nice when you go in there. It's very, I don't know, contemporary. I took you there one time, right? Yeah.
We're gonna go there one time. I think we ended up going somewhere else. Can't remember where we went. But my wife, dude, she knows about these spots that like, oh, it's this brand new restaurant. We gotta go try it. And I was like, what is it? And it's like it's a really nice contemporary modern, chef with some really neat ideas on the menu. It's another cool place, Corvino.
I was disappointed by Corvino.
Really.
Yeah.
I've had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
I love the whole tapas environment. Just like at La Bodega's, another great place. I love.
Yeah,
La Bodega's.
I don't know.
La
La
Bodega
Bodega.
is fun. I went there with Amelia once.
Yeah.
And we did, drinks, tapas. It was nice. It's Spanish tapas.
South American.
Or
Yeah.
South American.
Oh my gosh, they have their sangria. Oh my gosh, two pitchers of sangria,
Yeah.
and you get there's this thinly sliced, like prime rib that they do there with the season. Oh, dude,
Damn.
I can eat at that place for sure.
That sounds.
It's-
where that's in Westport or what?
Yeah, it's where Manny's is. What's that cross? That's the beginning of Southwest Trafficway, I believe. But it's right under
all the Mexican restaurants are down there.
Yeah. Which is one of my favorite places. Rico's Tacos.
Ponax
On Tuesdays?
is down there.
Ponax. Oh no, Ponax is like further down the street, way further down. But like you'll see Rico's Tacos, Tropicana, which is a great like ice cream spot. La Bodega's is right under 35 on the right by the Boulevard Brewery.
Yeah, it's like the very edge of the crossroads.
Yes.
The southernmost edge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's in the. Yeah, this is making me hungry. Are we gonna
gonna
go
have to
eat
go.
somewhere nice
We're gonna have to
tonight?
You will not be disappointed. I mean, if you don't mind elbowing in next to somebody too. I always sit on the patio if the weather's nice enough.
Yeah, it's pretty busy. Yeah, man. It sucks. I say it all the time, but when I moved downtown, I moved to the Crossroads. It was like the middle of COVID.
Okay.
And it was great. Every restaurant, man, you could just walk right in. And they're so happy to have you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you like have the place to yourself.
What do you want?
Now it's like everywhere. It's all completely booked and stuff. It sucks. Like it used to. I mean, so we still go to Parlor. You ever go to Parlor?
Oh, I love Parlor. Yeah.
Parlor's cool, but it's only fun if you can go out to the patio and sit out because it's so loud everywhere else and like takes forever to get a drink. And so I've been there a few times now where I just literally have nowhere to sit. So you like order your food, get your food, and there's like no tables. Like I've like had to like makeshift a seating situation.
The Parlor is great. Like I mean, I've brought like I can take my daughter there.
Yeah.
Take the family there.
No,
and
yeah.
everybody's got a selection. Like my wife likes that there's that Asian cuisine there where they do these like patties, these fried like seaweed patties or something. And then I'll get the Detroit pizza and then I'll get
Yeah.
the clucker, the chicken, the clucker.
Yeah,
Oh
mother
my
clucker.
gosh, yes, I get the
Awesome.
mother clucker. We do the pizza, and then
But-
we'll hit 3 spots, and
Yeah.
we'll get stuff, and it's always a good time.
There's
Everybody
a-
gets what they want.
Word.
There's a new Filipino place there that's super good.
Oh, really?
I wasn't familiar with Filipino food, but really, really, it's like garlic butter rice, and then they have
Is it sticky rice?
no, it's
Oh,
more
sticky
you know,
rice.
yeah, sticky rice is great. But slow roasted, you can either do the slow roasted chicken or the slow roasted pork. It's a little salty, but it's you've had it, yeah.
good.
What do they call it?
I like salt.
Adobo.
I like salt, but yeah, the adobo chicken, adobo pork.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, it's a great spot. Still go there all the time. I just wish it was, less crowded. We need another one. We need a parlor too, so that we can distribute.
Yeah, there's that's a good thing. Like Kansas City does have a lot of good food spots. Even like pho. If you like pho.
Yeah.
And ramen.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're kind of slacking on the pizza thing though.
You think?
I mean, I'm a Chicago guy. We got the
You like the deep dish.
Geno's, and Giordano stuff, the deep dish. There's Luminati's, which is great Chicago pizza.
Careful, the Illuminati might be after us. So
No,
Lou.
Lou.
Illuminati's.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There's just really good pizza there, and I haven't really found anything that's taken over. I don't know where to go. The one place that did, it was in Crown Center. I can't remember the name of it, but it was really cool because they had matzo ball soup. And that's
Crown Center.
Yeah, it was in Crown Center. I can't remember the name of the place. It's called the Bronx. The Bronx. But they sold the you can get the cup of the matzo ball soup. Cures a cold like that.
Yeah.
Like if you got the sniffles, late August, or not late August, like late fall going into the winter, you get the sniffles. Dude, go there, get yourself some matzo ball soup. You're good. It's chicken soup for the soul for sure.
Yeah, it's good to know. But so if you're ordering a pizza in, because you're in the same neighborhood as us, so what do you order? You get I usually do pizza shuttle.
Okay.
I like
They're good.
Minsky's.
Yeah, so I don't like
Minsky's
Minsk.
got good pizza.
Their crust is not great.
Depends what you get.
Yeah.
The 5-star cheese from Minsky's is just awesome.
You like Minsky's over the pizza shuttle?
Yeah,
Then why don't we ever order Minsky's?
because you don't like it.
No,
No.
it's not as good.
Actually, there is a good pizza place. It's the La Izzarone, right there in the River Market. It's a little place. They do all the flat bread pizzas. Oh, do yourself a favor. If you like the 5 cheese, do that one. It is to die for. I literally will order 3 at a time. It's like a personal pizza. You get like 6 slices out of it. But
Is
it's the
that-
Lazzarone.
Is that the nice looking place? We walked past it one time, right? The pizza place.
It's right on the train line.
Yeah.
It's like maybe four or 5 doors down from Betty's, the ice cream spot, which is another good ice cream spot.
Yeah.
Is it Betty B's or something like that?
Betty Ray's.
Betty Ray's, yes.
Yeah.
Great place to go. Lazzarone, do yourself a favor and do it.
Maybe we'll do that. Huh? You want to go up to River Market later?
Sure.
Get a little pizza?
Yeah.
Getting hungry. Talking about all this food.
There's lots of good food places.
I like Pizza Shuttle. I think they do a good job on their pizza, but for some reason, all of their specialty pizzas are like so fucking crazy,
Well, like explain crazy.
Like
The classic pizza shuttle special is cream cheese, jalapeno, and pepperoni.
yeah, they just put crazy stuff on it.
Okay.
Like, I got a cheeseburger pizza there, and I kind of scanned the ingredients. I figured it would be a pizza, but just with hamburger as a topping.
Sure.
Like the tomato. But no, instead of pizza sauce, it's all mustard. They replaced the pizza
Interesting.
sauce with 100% mustard.
Okay.
there's a lot of mustard, you know? It's a lot of mustard
Hope
to
you like
consume.
mustard.
Yeah. It's intense. And yeah, there's all of them. Like there's very few, you know, there's the things you expect, you know, you like combination pizzas, you know, and
Yeah.
they don't have that. They've got they're smoking weed and coming up with crazy ideas.
That's what it is. Influenced by Mary Jane.
Yeah. But they're
I
Because
love
they're
all
out
of
of
them.
because they're out
Try
of
our Pop-Tart macaroni and cheese pizza.
yeah, exactly. It's like what the
well
hell?
because they're out of Lawrence, Kansas.
Oh, is that
Are
it?
they? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is a hippie community or
Yeah.
something?
Lawrence has some good
Yes.
good food there too.
Yeah, good food.
Yeah, I don't know. It's good though. It's my go-to.
Yeah, Lazzarone is we order there quite frequently.
They
Because
deliver.
the Bronx is no longer there. Yeah, you could do your whole DoorDash type.
I don't like doing the DoorDash. Do you do the DoorDash?
You know, I don't. I don't. It all depends. You know, do I want? I have no problem go picking it up. I have no problem. You just pull right in the back, walk in that back door. That's where it's at. That's where they have the to-go pizzas. So you just walk in and grab it and leave.
I find DoorDash is expensive, and I don't want.
They make more money though than the restaurant too, don't they? And that's like a
Yeah, they charge exorbitant fees.
yeah, and it's like the whole. I'm a very big sustainable local guy. I like going to the local places and spending
Yeah.
my money there.
Right.
You know? And I don't like how that factors in to the whole money thing.
Right,
When
yeah.
it takes
Yeah.
away from them, because you know the DoorDash. What are we paying for? Convenience, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah, and
It
there's the factor with the whole gig economy thing, and like the people that end up handling your food. Like, I don't know. I've had a couple bad experiences. I ordered some.
they staple the bag and they tape it, and then so nothing's touched by the time
If
it gets there.
if you're lucky, they do. I had a.
Bite out of your cheeseburger.
I just hair. I ordered some pho one time, and I got delivered, and there was just hair all over. I could tell it was from
Oh.
because I saw the delivery, and she had a bunch of hair, and it was her hair, just all in the bag and
Oh,
everything.
that's disappointing.
Yeah, I didn't even eat it.
That doesn't sound cheap at all.
No, yeah,
Cheap. You just paid for some hair pho.
yeah,
Some hair
yeah.
ramen.
Pretty messed up. But
It's protein, Mark.
I'll do the
What's
groceries though.
problem?
Instacart.
yeah,
I'll do that. And that's different because they're just grabbing stuff, putting it in a bag.
right.
Milk, eggs, cheese, whatever you need.
I've started doing that a bit too, but I worry now that it's all hot, you know, in the summer and like perishables. You know, I want them to, like, you know, get it to me quick from the store. I don't want them dicking around, you know.
When I do that, I do worry about that too because there's the time frame, right? They're not just delivering your food; they're delivering 5 other people.
Right.
Where are
yeah.
you in that line?
Exactly.
And you know, Constantino's, but you can actually. No, I've ordered Constantino's where they literally the Constantino van will pull up to your house and they'll bring in your groceries. They'll put it in your fridge. They'll
Really?
do oh yeah, right here downtown. You can order from them.
I might try that.
It's a little bit more expensive, but again, you're paying for the convenience.
Yeah. Well, Costco's got a pretty. They're like, you know, they're in bed with Instacart or whatever, so it's all integrated just on the Costco website. You can order it,
Yep.
and I think it's cheaper. Like they don't really charge much of a delivery fee. So done that a few times.
But it's nice, and you know, today's world is as fast as it's going with technology and work and doing whatever it is, laundry and all that stuff. You know, it's nice to have those convenient options available. And yeah, you're going to pay a little bit more money for it, but you know,
Yeah.
it makes sense. Although,
It's also just like a better, you know, experience just being able to pick out exactly what you need online and seeing what's all available there, as opposed to, I mean, walking down all the aisles and, you know, you get all discombobulated.
it's
and-
overwhelming.
Yeah.
There's not just one type. There's several.
Right. You end up buying things you don't need, and then you forget things that you did need. And all
It
that, you know.
simplifies the whole process. That's very true.
Damn.
What else? Oh yeah, wings. Kansas City has great wings.
That's
You know?
what I hear. I've
Kansas
never
City
had
does
any.
have great wings. You know, my favorite is Wings Cafe in Westport.
Okay.
It's
Wings
a
Cafe
little-
is good.
It's a little
Yeah.
pricey, but they give you the big, full chicken wing,
Yeah.
and their sauces and rubs are just amazing.
Yep.
Um,
They have good wings.
there's
there.
this, you can get like a combo, 12 wings, 1 sauce, 1 rub,
Mhm.
6 and 6, and they have this like Chex Mix rub
Oh, okay.
that is not spicy at all. It's just
Chex
like
Mix.
flavoring. It's just
Yeah.
like Chex Mix
Huh.
pounded up, and it's so good.
Sounds good.
Crazy.
These are
Little MSG in there.
killer wings.
MSG.
Yeah.
I want some more. It's only been 10 minutes. I just ravished 2 dozen. I'm still hungry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of spendy for one person trying to eat, but sometimes it's worth the splurge.
Sure. No, I love that spot. It's a great wing spot. I mean, it's really good for catering. They have really reasonable catering. Like $70, you can get like a huge, like, box. Like, I'm talking like a 3x2 box of wings.
Are you just often catering? What's the
Parties and friends. Parties and
Yeah.
friends. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just in the past like 10 years, I have a great group of friends where we have a big group of people. So when we do house parties, it makes sense to do it that way. It's easier on cleanup. It's easier on
I've,
everyone having a good time and
I've
food.
never been invited to one of these catered parties. You know.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like fancy or anything. It's just like, hey, I'm having some people over.
We're people. Why don't you pick up the phone, call Marc and Pete? Yeah. Just saying.
You will.
Just saying.
I have not. I've been invited. I should say that.
Oh, okay. So these are parties at other people's houses.
Yes. Yes. I got to start having parties. at my
I
house.
bet you have. Yeah, you got a great
I just don't
spot.
I just don't want to clean up.
Yeah,
I suck
same.
at that. I suck at that.
we'll help clean up.
Yeah.
Well, then now you're turning me around here. You're turning me around.
Yeah, I'll take out the trash.
Actually, I just put it in a fire pit, so I really want to take advantage of the whole night.
Oh, I love a fire pit.
The
Yeah.
fall. I'm looking forward to that. The fall with the fire pit. It's a good time.
Yeah. that
Grab my
sounds nice.
guitar. Yeah, grab the guitars, play some music, and
Yeah.
eat and drink. Everyone's merry.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, there's some really good, like wonderful places out here. The local pig, they should have
Yeah,
that spot
yeah,
over
yeah.
by the bourbon place that's over.
I was
in
there
the,
last week.
Oh, were you? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you
spot.
ever get their what is it? It's a patty, but it's bacon. I forget. It starts with an S, like called like a squabble or something. I can't remember the name of it, but they serve those there, and you can buy them. And you just fry it in your pan. It's a breakfast thing.
Oh,
Oh
really?
my gosh, it's so good. It's like sausage bacon and
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know what
so
I forgot what it's called, but it's a thing.
They're a butcher shop as well as a restaurant too.
Yes,
They're-
yes,
oh,
yep.
yeah.
That's a good place to buy meat too.
I'm currently working my way down the menu there, kind of like what I've been doing at King G,
Mhm.
which is this deli we go to, at Pigwitch,
Okay.
the restaurant attached
Yes,
to
yeah.
Local Pig.
I do the falafel.
I'm
every
trying to
single
order
time.
everything. The falafel, it's a meat place. It's called Pigwitch.
No, but they do a falafel wrap. It's so good.
Really?
It's really good. Yes, I didn't know that. I love everything else there, and it's a great place. But they have a really good falafel wrap.
I don't like a
They had the
falafel.
food truck. They had the food truck that was at the old place. That was next. It was across the street from that distillery. Tom's. Is it?
Tomstown?
Tomstown?
Yeah.
What's the distillery that's all the way on the east side of
Rieger.
town? The
Rieger.
Rieger. Yes, it's right across from the Rieger. And there was a spot when they had it there. It's now moved. Now they're down here. But that was my local pig. Was a spot that me and Kate used to go to all the time. And go to the food truck and get the burger. Or,
I hear the burger is really good. That's next on my list.
that's what Casey always gets. And she's not a hamburger person at all. She's a steak girl. Like, she does not like a big ground beef type thing.
Yeah.
But she loves their burgers.
Mark
which says a
isn't-
lot.
Mark
for
isn't
her,
either.
at least.
Not a what? A burger?
Ground beef guy.
No, I love ground beef. I have an issue with Pete. We eat burgers a lot, and Pete always orders his burger medium rare, which you never do, right? You never go under medium on a burger.
I'm a strong medium. Well,
Yeah, it's unsanitary because the surface area there's
but
bacteria.
hey, to each their own, right?
I guess.
And I don't really like the juices because it's juicier for sure.
I like it red. I like
There
it.
you go.
I like it juicy.
He wants
Hey.
it breathing.
He wonders why he's got so many gastrointestinal issues. Yeah.
he wants the heart beating on the plate.
No, I
Yeah.
just take those probiotic gummies and I'm fine.
Yeah,
There you go.
Clears you right up.
Yeah, nothing apple cider vinegar every morning can fix.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Maybe, I don't know. I was terrified of food poisoning. It's everywhere.
I have been food poisoned before. That's not good.
Yeah, it's rough.
That's not good.
Don't want it. And it's like, is the burger going to be that much better? Medium rare? Is it worth the risk?
I'll just say I've been ordering burgers, rare and medium rare, my entire life, and I have yet to get food poisoning from one.
So you like burgers?
I love a burger.
Okay, so have you been to that spot in Martini Corner? It's a burger place. It's just east of Gillum, off of 31st.
No.
It's a garage. It was like an old garage, but they have amazing burgers. We might have to Google this again.
Brewer's Kitchen?
Yes, that's it. Go there and do the burgers. You will love it.
Yeah.
They have good beer, great frickin' burgers. I'm talking onion ring with the egg on top.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great burger spot. If you like a burger, go there.
I like that.
The Brewer's Kitchen. That's right. Yeah.
You know who does a good burger? Is these guys just right here?
Yeah. Look at those. Look at those mammoths.
Yeah, that's pretty. It looks like a nice bun. Was that a brioche?
Oh, I love brioche. Brioche or potato.
Yeah.
I love potato.
Yeah, looks damn good. Some arugula on
Marinated in IPA beer.
there. Holy cow.
Say no more.
Yeah.
I want to taste it.
That's up our alley.
Yes.
You know what? If you like food, stick with me. You'll be okay.
Have you had the burgers here? The Belfry?
I know some good vegan restaurants too, which is one I really miss that used to be here in the plaza. It's called Eden Alley. It's right next to Blanc Burger.
Yeah.
Remember Blanc Burger?
No, I don't know Blanc burger.
Oh, man, I wish I still had that place. That was a cool place. You know, your brain goes crazy on burgers. It's like these people made it, and they made it right. You get the grocery cart on the table with the fries, the truffle fries. Oh, dude. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Well, I guess. We went to a vegetarian burger place. What was it? Pirate Bone?
Pirate's Bone.
Pirate's Bone.
Okay.
Don't recommend. 2 out of 10.
I liked it.
Okay. I got to go.
Right.
I've never been.
Right. It is all right.
It's going on. I got to try it, though. I got to try it.
I got their seasoned fries, and it was like way, way too much seasoning. And the burger was okay, but it was very expensive. You think it would be cheap, but it was like $20 or something.
Because it's not real meat.
Yeah, because meat is very expensive, right? So whatever the plant-based thing should be much cheaper. You think? But not the
Those
case.
Impossible burgers are really good. Have you ever tried those? Impossible burgers?
I like those. I seek those out like on a menu.
Yeah, I have some at home.
I even went to Burger King, got an Impossible Whopper back when they were doing those.
Okay.
And I lived near
Yeah.
a Burger King.
We were at Starbucks the other day, and you got the Impossible sausage breakfast sandwich.
I ate one this morning.
Yeah.
Those are good. I mean, it's Impossible Burger. I get them as in a pack. You can get them from Costco, and it's literally the whole Tiffany blue bag Impossible Burger.
No.
But they're nice sized patties, and I throw those on the grill all the time. I cook them on the fire, or you can fry them in a pan and cast iron. Get some little bit of truffle oil on there. You're good.
What do you think about lab grown meat?
Never
'Cause
really thought too much about it.
It
but
might become a reality
things.
here soon. They're working on it.
I can see that for
No
sure.
cow, better for the environment. I don't know.
Good old
So,
American way.
the ethical-
We're gonna farm it, and we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
The ethical
In the lab.
concern there is that they could grow human meat in a lab.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
If they can do that, I'm sure they can do that as well.
Yeah.
Which
What's wrong with that?
We're in a totally different conversation. You're not, food doesn't sound that good to talk about now after you said that.
Well, what's the ethical concern with growing a little human meat?
Is it okay to eat human meat, even if it's been grown in a lab?
I mean, have you ever
Are you
fed a
supposed
chicken?
to eat it? But what if you could, grow an ear for a person that, needs a new ear?
no, but this is strictly for
a
consumption. This is for like consumption.
No one's growing human.
You ever
meat
wanted
for
to taste an
consumption.
ear? You ever wanted to taste?
No, I have not, Hannibal. I have not.
Yeah, but that's the future we're heading towards.
I hear it's not that good.
Put the lotion in the bucket.
I hear it tastes like pork.
Yeah, from who?
Just like the internet, Quora.
Yeah.
No, it's Kansas City is full of great places. My favorite restaurant in the whole entire city is the Ship.
I've never been to the Ship.
Never.
That
even
is
heard
my
of it.
favorite place.
We don't get out to the West Bottoms very often because it's like you got to get in the car and you just usually have
Do
a
it.
couple beers and like
Do it
it's
on a
kinda
Friday
dicey.
night
I
at like
prefer to
7
walk.
o'clock.
But I have heard the Ship is great. They do music too, right?
Yes, that's why I'm saying go there at like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, even tonight. Go
What's
there like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Do the so the menu that that place has been around here for years. It's like one of the oldest restaurants. I guess it was down here or something like that, and they might have removed everything that was there and they put it down in the West Bottoms. So you still have the old jukebox. They got the little boat windows, on the wall. So like you're on the ship, Dude, the best jalapeno grits. Cheesy
Yeah.
jalapeno cheesy grits on the side with
I like that.
with the
And so
It's-
it looks like it's a casual,
It's a
grub
cool atmosphere.
grub fare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a pool table in the back. They extended it like on the side. It's really cool. It's a
Sounds
cool environment.
complicated.
It's a cool environment. Definitely go there. It's my favorite restaurant in Kansas City for sure.
Damn. We're gonna have to try it.
Yeah, I hear it's a beloved place.
No, it's clear, beloved by Rico. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'd take his word for it.
Well, thank you.
right.
I won't steer you in the wrong direction.
Well,
it's
yeah.
it's something you got to try though.
Heard it here first. The Ship. All right. Well, we're at an hour. Let's wrap this one up. Welcome. No.
Hey, this has been fun.
Yeah.
It is.
Thanks.
Thanks
for
for
coming
being
by.
here, Rico.
Thanks for having me. And I'll also, by the way, Tower Tavern has the best wings. Get them charred, and I also love the peanut as well. If you like the ones that slap you in the face.
I hear good things
And
about
I'm
the
done.
peanut.
And I'm done. I forgot to put that in there. Good KC food. Plenty of it.
Yeah. All right. Smash the subscribe button.
Yeah, follow us on
Like-
Instagram. Find us on Spotify. Definitely look for us on YouTube. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Yeah.